The Labrador Retriever is one of the most popular breeds across the globe, and they're one of my personal favourite dog breeds as well. The question that you may be asking as a potential first-time owner is, would they be a good fit for me? Well, in today's video, I want to take a detailed look at, is the Labrador Retriever a good choice for first-time owners? Now let's start by clarifying something really quite important about this question. First-time owners are not all the same. A first-time owner is just anyone that this is the first time they're going to be a primary caregiver for a dog. It doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't grow up with dogs. It doesn't mean that they've not researched breeds, behaviour and training approaches extensively. It also doesn't mean that they've not spent a lot of time with the kind of dog they want to live with, asking practical questions of experts. However, that's the ideal first-time owner and not necessarily the normal one. Unfortunately, too many people aren't willing to put in the work required to be a superb first-time owner. Now, the fact that you open this video and perhaps subscribe to this channel means that you're likely in the former camp, just looking to upskill and enhance your knowledge to prepare for this big day when you become the perfect first-time owner. Now, if that's you, does that mean you're ready to own one of the most famous working breeds in canine history? Well, maybe. Indeed, there aren't many breeds more suited to first-time owners than the Labrador Retriever, with its superb temperament of forgiving nature, but that doesn't automatically qualify everyone to own one. So let's address the absolute fundamentals for living with one of these extraordinary dogs. And then you can make an informed decision about whether you're the kind of first-time owner who can bring home a Labrador. Now, using Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we're going to address what it takes to raise a Labrador. First, it's the basic needs, the base of the pyramid. At this foundational stage, ask yourself, are you financially solvent enough and organised enough in your time to ensure that your dog has constant access to clean water, scheduled feeding times, nutritious food, regular exercise to satisfy this energetic working breed, a consistent and secure home to live in, and a bed for them to sleep, with freedom to do so at their liberty? If so, then good, you're ticking all the boxes nicely at this early stage. Remember though that these basic needs do pose a financial burden with purchasing bowls and foods and leads and beds and the rest, a financial burden that is added by veterinary bills, which you must also commit to. Now fortunately, Labradors are healthier than many breeds and are rarely fussy about the standards of their basic needs. In terms of their psychological needs, the next section of the pyramid, the key takeaway is that a Labrador is an incredibly social breed and a very clever dog. Unlike dogs such as the Chow Chow, who is quite aloof, or your livestock guardian breeds who are typically independent, Labradors need to spend a lot of time with people in order to have a fulfilling and happy existence and to prevent potentially problematic behaviours from forming, meaning that they are not suited to being left alone for 10 hours a day while you commute and work, and then 8 hours a night while you sleep, and then being largely ignored for the remaining 6 hours as you decompress from your long day. Labradors, whilst very adaptable and easy contented, do have this fundamental social need, and so visiting dog sitters or dog walkers or a morning at doggy daycare are an absolute must for those not working from home. Moreover, because of their great intelligence, their psychological needs spill over into cognitive load requirements. Labradors need to use those large brains, so regular obedience training or challenging enrichment is a must. Now finally, at the peak of this pyramid comes what we call self-actualization. Obviously this is a more human concept, but when we apply it to Labrador ownership, it is essential to do enrichment and fulfillment, in short, letting them live their best life. Labradors flourish when they get to live a fun and varied existence. This means travelling, meeting people and dogs, learning new skills and taking up new hobbies that challenge their brains and give them a sense of purpose, something utterly crucial in a working breed. Now, I hope you'll agree that what I've just broken down for you is not a huge amount to ask. Dog ownership, once a routine is established, can be quite easy. sometimes, and always incredibly fulfilling when done well. A Labrador is the perfect dog to try your hand at that skill with, presuming that you're an active enough person to keep an athletic dog exercised and a dutiful enough owner to keep a social dog feeling loved, then destined to manage the two most difficult parts of Labrador ownership quite nicely. Because Labradors are so loyal and devoted, as well as eager to please, they are quite difficult to mess up in terms of their husbandry and social development. Some dogs are volatile enough to need highly experienced owners who can set rock solid boundaries and instill consistent rules from day one in order to prevent a nightmare of an existence. Labradors, on the other hand, are so accepting of your flaws and inconsistencies as a first-time owner that you might even feel guilty. Their sweet faces seem to forgive all. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to learn more about one of my favourite breeds in the world, the Labrador Retriever, make sure you subscribe to this channel because it's exactly what it's designed to do, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode.